Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium and today I have a very special episode of a brand new series for all of you. This is linked to the lore I'm creating and it's going to be for the start a true melee Calamity Deathmode playthrough, which, it sounds impossible for the time being, but I feel like this is going to be a really fun little playthrough to do. I honestly couldn't tell you how it's gonna go, but I'm quite optimistic at the time being. There's a lot I need to do, however, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. Actually, before I do that, I just need to give the person who made this a shout out. This is made by Regot, who has helped design various things for me before. We've already got a death by the looks of things. Unless, there we go, we just about lived. But Regot is one of my moderators in my Discord server. He's won a building competition before, and he's built my base for this series. You've seen it in some of the cinematics, and it looks absolutely incredible. So I've linked any social media he may have at the top of the description. So please check him out, as he just does some really great things in all honesty. Anyways, I guess there's no time like the present to get exploring. This goal for the series is, well, this series is going to be slightly different from other ones I've done. Because, well, that's fun for a start, but I'm also going to have to play very differently, considering how hard true melee actually is. By the way, it's been a very long time since I've played Calamity. So please excuse me if I don't really live up to your guys' original standards of me. It's gonna take me a while to get back into the groove of things for sure. Since the Halloween event is still going on, I think what I'm going to do for a very early start is getting the entire pumpkin set, as it's very, very overpowered for the early game. We're talking a 10% damage increase, I believe, and maybe like 10 defense, which is going to be an absolute godsend. And after that, I guess we should just start spelunking, like basic looting. Hopefully getting like a spear or trident in an overworld chest, etc, etc. So nothing too spectacular, but those mini power-ups at the beginning will begin to add up very quickly. It's safe to say that this is absolute chaos already. These enemies are a lot faster than I remember. And although death mode isn't the most difficult thing once you really get into it, it's just difficult in other ways. As you can probably imagine, this is going to be very rocky, but having the pumpkin set will definitely help me in more ways than one. So, although these rapid enemies are already starting to get really annoying, I mean, 10% increased damage in all senses is going to be a very, very good thing. Luckily enough, it looks like we're already stumbling across our first cavern, which is going to be amazing. We're obviously going to need this loot to progress, and I just need mobility above everything else right now. So a grappling hook, a cloud in the bottle, or Hermes boots seem like the mandatory items for the time being. Okay, I've been lucky enough to locate my first chest already. The hope is mobility, and we get... Okay, shoe spikes, I'll take that. That's not terrible at all. And we got a suspicious looking eye there, so maybe doing the Eye of Cthulhu later on is something we can actually consider. I used the spelunker that I got from the early treasure bag, and this is mainly to help me locate life crystals, chests, and gems. One of my actual goals is, surprisingly, to get a gem hook. I always love getting a gem hook really early on. It's one of those things that I personally really like getting, that a lot of people would normally skip over, but it's a mandatory must-have for me. Just to show you all what the NPC housing is looking like, this is the first set of rooms, and if you go down here, there's a couple more, so there's basic NPCs that I won't really be using much, but it'll suffice for now, and I can always build more houses a bit like this if I need the extra space. Okay, I've had to cut a tiny bit out just because nothing really happened in such a long time. It's literally just been me waiting for the night to pass because all the enemies are way too fast and just instantly kill you the second you step outside. But, it's alright, now we can continue making the good progress. Today, I maybe want to try and explore the rest of our world. See if there's, for example, like a pyramid or any cool structures on the surface. And maybe scout out some more, like, cave entrances. Well, okay, this is relatively good. There's a massive chunk of gold here, which doesn't seem too spectacular on the surface. But we're almost, like, all the way there to getting a gold broadsword, which is going to be a night and day upgrade when compared with the copper one I have now. Okay, guys, I forgot to record it, but I got my first life crystal. It was literally just here, so nothing spectacular. And, that's not bad. I'm sorry for the lag spike as well, Jesus Christ. There's also another chest down there. I'm just hoping for mobility at this stage. That's all I really want. And mainly the Hermes boots, because that seems the most important out of anything right now. Right, here's the big reveal. We got a cloud in the bottle and we're dead. Okay, but we got a gravitation potion. We got the cloud in the bottle. That mother slime came out of literally nowhere. And now we have double jump. There's also another life crystal down there I'll probably get at some point, but... I mean, this isn't going terribly, I guess. Okay, here we go. It's time for some pretty significant upgrades. So first of all, we've obviously got to get ourselves the lead anvil. Then we've got to go craft ourselves the ruby hook. So this thing is going to be amazing for us. Obviously really good mobility. Then I'm going to be making myself an abundance of gold bars. More than enough to make myself, well, the gold crown as well, which is something we might do in a bit. But there we go, the keen gold broadsword. This weapon is pretty good, although there are definitely better alternatives, and it's just going to help me out overall. You know, I genuinely forgot how horrible Calamity is to play at the start. Not because it's not fun, but just Deathmode is so unbalanced at this stage with all the updates going on. So it's genuinely just a hellhole of really, really bad progress until you finally find like one good item. And then you just steamroll everything. It does need to be fixed, in my opinion. Okay, I believe the king, well, the mother slime is now trapped. That only took about 4 minutes to do. And I summoned the squirrel pet just to lure it, by the way. I wasn't actually using it to kill anything, so don't worry about that. But now we can keep progressing. Progression is so incredibly slow, but it does exist. So I'm just going to keep exploring, and hopefully we can find some more cool loot. Ooh, I just saw something very cool drop. I think that was the chain knife. And if that was a chain knife, then that's very sick, because I can actually use that. Oh yes, I think this counts as a flail, which is technically a true melee weapon, as it doesn't fire a projectile when it comes from the character. My definition of true melee, by the way, is melee weapons that don't fire projectiles without coming into contact with enemies. So weapons like the chain guillotine and the horseman's blade are allowed. The main purpose of weapons like the chain knife are really just to give me some ranged options with all the like mediocre, like close range swords. And it'll just diversify my loadout the tiniest bit. You know, I really forgot how dark Deathmode is when you're mining. Because obviously it has the dull effects, so all your torches are like less bright, and everything just seems darker. It's like having a permanent black slime debuff, I guess. But it's just horrendous to play with. Like, it's definitely playable, but it's just not that fun. Oh my goodness, we got the rally. That's insane. I think we're allowed to use this as well. I might check the wiki, but the thing is, again, this is a weapon that doesn't fire a projectile. And it has a limited range exclusive to your character, so this may not be your typical true melee playthrough. Like, I will be allowing yo-yos that don't fire projectiles. Don't worry, because it won't be breaking the game much, as I still can't use most of the yo-yos, but you know, it's nice to have a couple of yo-yo options, I think, just to diversify this a tiny bit. Okay, we've been lucky enough to find another chest. Let's just... No. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, let me in. Okay, we're about to die, but hopefully we can just grab this and... Ooh, enchanted boomerang. More spelunkers as well, that's always nice. Guys, I've come to an executive decision. I don't really know whether the rally's fair or not, but until I really understand whether it's fair, I don't want to break the early game as it is my best weapon. So I'm going to downgrade to just using the chain knife and the gold broadsword. I know this is, well, it might still be a projectile weapon, but I think it's justifiable because it's such short range anyways. Has no, like, no projectile other than the weapon itself, and it doesn't have infinite reach. Okay, I finally got to the entrance of this pyramid, which is really nice. Hopefully we don't instantly die, but, I mean, we have to pray that we were last time, but we have to pray that it is... Oh my goodness, we got it. Sandstorm in a bottle, yes. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so this is going much better now. Tyrrian is a very happy masochist. You know, since we're here, I might as well try and explore the underground jungle for a little bit, if possible, and maybe even shoot for the blade of grass, which is a really good weapon to have. Okay, it's time for me to get some upgrades. First of all, I'm making the dig faster, which is 35 plus mining speed. Next up, I'm going to be making myself a golden pickaxe for additional mining speed, and a quick one to add to that. And last but not least, I believe I have some mining potions, so I'm going to be able to mine really, really quickly. And hopefully that means we can secure, you know, maybe a couple of extra life crystals. Ooh, okay, at long last we got ourselves another life crystal. There's also a Draydon's lab there, but I'm kind of scared to search it right now. On this kind of health and defense, so we're just going to leave it be for the time being. Maybe come back to it when we're a tiny bit stronger. Okay, I'm already a tiny bit stuck, which is so annoying. This is an amazing build, but this world is honestly atrocious as of, like, what's going on. There's a blizzard going on, and in Deathmode I don't have cold protection yet, so I cannot explore the snow biome at all. I can't get past to the dungeon, obviously enough. The other side is just barricaded by a crimson biome I keep dying to. And overall, I'm just struggling. So what I'm going to do for now is just dig a elevator and just see where we end up. Okay guys, this may seem slightly unfair, but I've literally just been trying to do like anything, and I just can't do anything right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm temporarily going to turn off death mode, and I'm going to go to Revengeance so I can explore the Sky Islands. I know this is slightly out of progression, but all I'd need to do to fix this is turning off certain things. So let's just go to the skies, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything cool. Oh my goodness, I forgot about planetoids. Yes. Okay, so this is amazing because it's basically a bunch of free life crystals. And I'm just going to go through all of these planetoids, trying to get as many as possible. And by the end of it, we'll have like maybe, hopefully, coming up to 300 HP. Okay, this is going infinitely better than I expected. We've already got 4 life crystals. So that bumps us up to a whopping 260 HP. There's another one. Oh my goodness, this is insanity. And the harpies are kind of scary, but it's alright. They are definitely avoidable, and the only thing that matters is getting these life crystals and dipping. Hey, we got our first actual Sky Island, so obviously we only want the accessories this time around. Shiny red balloon, boom. Brilliant start. Oh, we got an enchanted sword shrine, please be the Arcalis, and nope, we didn't get it. But, hang on, let me just check, there's not a mod I have installed. No, I can't even check, I don't have recipe browser configured. But, you know, that's alright. It's nice to have an enchanted sword, and if I can turn it into an Arcalis, I'll definitely be doing that shortly. Right, Sky Island number 2. So, obviously the goal is Lucky Horseshoe. We didn't get it, but, I mean, the Star Fury is still a cool weapon. Just a shame we cannot use it due to it having a projectile. Alright, so everyone, Death Mode is now back on. I can promise you that if I go there. Look, Death is active, enjoy the fun. So now, I'm headed to the underground desert. I guess you can all, like, figure out why I'm going there, like, easily enough. It's because I want to start grinding towards maybe doing a Desert Scourge battle. It's a very fun fight to do. And overall, I'm just looking forward to doing a boss and just seeing how True Melee functions. I've literally never played it properly before. Even in vanilla, like, it's nothing anyone ever mains. It's just a class that you end up using it in between upgrades, I guess. And that's about where the utilities of True Melee end. Okay guys, I just got the memo that something is approaching, which is not a good omen. So what I'm going to have to do is just build a platform quickly and just see if there's anything I can do to stop this, whatever it is, from happening. Apparently they've changed the AI of this boss again, which is pretty cool, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be winning this time around. Just because no buffs, it randomly appeared. There's like 71 demon eyes. These aren't even all servants. The enemies are just still spawning, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, my luck this playthrough has been woeful, by the way. Like, there's no way around it. I'm not making excuses. The luck has been atrocious. You know what? Since this playthrough is all about suffering, I'm gonna go fishing for the Reaver Shark. Yep, Radium's gonna go fishing for the Reaver Shark. It's happening. Okay, guys, I don't even want to tell you how long this took, but fiberglass fishing pole, unlimited fishing potion, 94 enchanted nightcrawlers, and an ocean teleporter so I can just get to the ocean instantaneously. And hopefully we don't get killed by a shark on the way there. Well, okay, we got our first weapon that we can actually use. This may sound dumb, but the swordfish is going in our loadout. It's a true melee weapon. It's got terrible range, but it's still something nice to have. And I'm actually very happy we could get this. Ooh, okay, we've got another one of the cool items. A sawtooth shark. I'll definitely be taking that, although I don't think I'll be using it like I would be using the swordfish, but it's still another cool item to get. Okay, this is getting slightly ridiculous now. I've got 3 swordfishes, but no reaver sharks, so I'm kind of sad. Oh my goodness, we got it, we got it! And it was, oh, that wasn't even that long, that was literally like 5 minutes. And now part 2, we need to try and get the sailfish boots. We didn't get it. And we didn't get it. Okay, well that's alright, we got a better jump bottle. And some cool potions, I'll just discard that, I'll take those, I do need that actually. Let me sort through my stuff and I'll meet you guys back momentarily. And here we are. I'm intimidated already because I'm on very low HP and these enemies already look very, very intimidating. But, you know, I'm sure there are definitely ways around it, taking my time with it. And just slowly taking these annoying and extremely high damage enemies out. And, oh boy, a voodoo demon already, huh? Right, I genuinely need to concentrate, so I guess let's just do this. Okay guys, so the expectation I needed was, I believe, about 200 hellstone. I got 661. So, I see this as an absolute win, basically. If I go to my little crafting station, I can replace the furnace for the hellforge, craft a bunch of these bars up, maybe not too many, because we never know when we might need these resources again. I'll stick with 100 on the dot for now. So let's make ourselves a bunch of new stuff. So obviously we're going to be making a fiery greatsword. This is a big upgrade from pretty much everything. Then a molten ham axe for the sake of doing so. I mean, best axe in the game till very, very late on. And then the full molten set, you know, insane defense, good for true melee. And it also provides heat and cold protection in death mode. So now we can go anywhere we want, whenever we want. And by the way, look, 20% extra true melee damage. So now we have a unique value that's going to make us do even more damage, which is absolutely incredible. Okay guys, in truth, I'm not complacent yet. We're just not strong enough, so Goblin battle standard, let's do the Goblin army. This is one of the only times I think I'm actually going to do okay with this class. Not because it's good against the Goblin army, but just because I can kind of tank the Goblins and just hopefully shrug them off a bit easier. Okay guys, I found a very interesting weapon I completely forgot about. It's called the Warblade, and I might die here, but hear me out. This weapon reduces enemy defense by 15. So it's not going to be useful now, but this is actually going to be a very solid weapon for certain situations, I'm going to say. Maybe even a better alternative to the Fiery Greatsword for the Desert Scourge, because it's much faster, it's auto-swing, and, like, armor pierce, so, like, the enemies are going to take so much more damage. Okay guys, I've already found the bound goblin, but the scary thing is he's standing directly next to a cave, but please let me save him. Okay, we should be alright. As long as this bat doesn't do like 8,000 damage, and yeah, we're good. Alright, now let's rescue him. Let's obviously buy the fundamentals, which are the Tinker's Workshop, and I have no money. Great. Okay, I guess there's no time like the present to give this a go. Let me just take care of these vultures. I might be maining the Warblade for this, or maybe a combo of the Warblade and the Fiery Greatsword, because this is incredible. This bonus it gives as well, absolutely amazing for this fight. So, the scary thing with this is I kind of need to sit inside the boss and just hope that I do damage, and yeah, the Warblade is definitely the way to go about this. Oh my god, what? Okay, that's a new Desert Scourge AI. Whoa, I like this AI, but, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but very cool. The tactic, by the way, is to get hit by the body, which does exponentially less damage than the head. And, oh my god, that's such a cool AI. I really like this change. This is a fight that's actually manageable. There we go. And now we do it 9 more times for money. Right, in the treasure bag, we got, nothing too useful. I'll take the Ocean Crest. I'll take, that as well, but, you know, again, nothing too spectacular. Really, all of this stuff I'm going to sell, because I've upgraded straight to Molten, and I don't need any of it. But on that note, I think that's a very solid place to end off this first episode. I had so much fun doing this. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace out, guys.